have this big a role?
I definitely don't think we exceeded our expectations. I think that we still have a lot of growing to do. I definitely grown as a player myself, and I know a lot of other people have. Freshmen had to step up into a bigger role this year. They've done a great job doing it, but I think that we're not satisfied with how we did this year, but we know that we have a lot more to come and that there's a big future ahead of us.
What was your reaction after the series finale at Utah where, the postseason's out at that point?
I mean, we weren't happy, obviously. We wanted to go to postseason and we wanted to fight and get there, and the odds didn't fall in our favor, and we did everything that we possibly could with the people that we had.
Was it been somewhat difficult the last several weeks where clearly Jordan was as taxed as she was, injuries this past weekend starting to mount, but it's not for lack of effort. I mean, you guys are also in there in a lot of losses where you can look back and say, man, if we had, if we took the Stanford series, if we didn't lose the one at Cal, there's the Oregon State, that you really had ample opportunity to accomplish this goal.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and I think that that's something that we had to develop as a team, and I don't think that we got there, and that's going to happen. I mean, our program went through a lot this year, and to only have one pitcher throughout almost the entire season, that's just kind of, it's not expected, but I mean, I'm not upset that we did everything that we possibly could. We didn't ever give up in a game. We always fought. It just never landed in our favor, but we always gave 100% effort.
Is there something of a silver lining there? I mean, just given the way the entire preseason shook out and the expectations of being the last place team in the Pac-12, and even still some big wins over the course of the year, and maybe even some still this week, to kind of bookend that a bit of
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think that we have a big future ahead of us, and I think we all know that. And I think we knew that this year was going to be a building year, and this year we were just going to have to grind and do everything that we could. And I think that people had to step up and get through adversity, and most teams don't have to go through what we went through this year. And to think about the personalities and everything that we're going to give next year, it's unbelievable in my head about how amazing we're going to do next year.
What's on the line this weekend? What are you guys playing for this weekend?
For our seniors, I mean, it's their last games in the Jane. And I mean, especially Daria, she hasn't been able to be with us this entire season, and we want to give her one last great run at the Jane, as well as April, as well as Cherish, and even Bailey. I know this is a new stadium for her, but that's our goal this weekend. It's like we don't have postseason to look forward to, but we have something to look forward to, and that's our seniors, because they've given us everything that they've had this year.
How does this senior year feel different than maybe past ones, especially with some of the seniors that you thought might be here that aren't now, and this is the group that did stick around?
I think it's awesome. I think that these girls that stuck around did everything that they could to give us their best, and they had to step up into a role that they probably weren't expecting to step up into, and they're doing absolutely amazing at what they do, and we respect them with all of our hearts, and we want to give them nothing but the best.
Even if nothing happened last offseason, the infield was going to be a big question mark because you had seniors, third and short and second last year. How have you seen that?
I mean, I think it speaks for itself. I think our numbers speak for themselves. Yeah, we've had some errors, but I think that those are things that are going to happen throughout the season. We lost a bunch of amazing players last year in the infield, but I think we gained a lot of people that are going to develop in the next 3 years that they have here. And with our infield coach, Sierra is absolutely amazing and has taught them so much and has taught me so much. And I think that it's only going to get better from here, and that they've already shown so much now. Just imagine what they're going to be like their senior year.
How has Tara handled, especially this week, the past couple of days, knowing that clearly there's no love lost between both sides in this weekend? Obviously she can't play, but just what has she been like this past week in particular?
She's been good. She's been very high-spirited. She's showing as much support as she can give. I mean, as we know, she's obviously not traveling with us, but she's there for us no matter what, and she's always supportive on the field. And when I'm catching with her, she's always like, you know what, let's do this, let's fight for this. I want to be with you. Let's get through this as much as we can. And she's one of the most supportive teammates that we have, and she's not even playing. So it's something that she is really good at, just masking almost.
No, it's something you can't really think about in the moment, Shaye, but especially now it's almost the end of the season in retrospect. How much different would your year personally have been if Arizona State put up this fight? You probably would have still caught a little bit, but you might be playing in right field. The team just would look a lot different if she were available. How different do you think it would have looked that she was able to play?
I think it would have been a lot different. I think that we would have had a little bit more depth. Obviously, we don't have as much depth now as we saw this weekend. And that's something that's a what if, what if it can't go back and change it? So we did what we did in the season, and that's all we can do about it. I don't know the what ifs, so.